Still have a lot to do, I still have to put away the chairs. But anyway, I've got all the chores. Or anyway, it's up to me to do them all. I still have to put my clothes today. All in all, reality is cats, like an alley cat at your park. But now I gotta do your part. I got a day job and a night job and an interview at 5. You've gotten rid of both boyfriends and you've given me the green light. I got a day job and a night job and an afternoon away. You just waved a hand and we're engaged, you say. I've been up since 4 a.m. and finishing this at midnight. After this thing I should sell it and call it quits when the getting's good. I took a night at your new club today to take a break away from the rats. But now I got your locker stool and your car keys in my cart. I pick up the pieces left on the floor while you walk away like you don't care no more. I'm tired of cleaning every mess you make, slowly losing patience with every break. Every promise broken never leads to change. I'm the one who's always left rearranged. Your lack of effort shows clear as the day. I'll be sweeping you out when I find my way. Hey, hey, I'm the cleanup crew, fixing your mess just like it's new. Hey, hey, won't be here long, cleaning house, I'm moving on. Watching you take credit for the work I do, every single task I pull double through. Your empty words no longer faze me. Soon enough your history, just wait and see. Where's the spark, the dedication gone? I'm carrying weight, dragging us along. No more excuses, your time is past. This sweeps your fate, I'll make it last. Hey, hey, I'm the cleanup crew, fixing your mess just like it's new. Hey, hey, won't be here long, cleaning house, I'm moving on.
Good morning, good morning, good morning. How is everyone doing today? Hopefully everyone is doing well. I am TechWithRalph. We are engineered to win.
Are you ready?
We are going to be jumping into our large language model course today. We're going to be continuing looking at Gradio. For some reason, for some weird reason, when trying to implement it on the I don't know what to call it, but on the content creation metadata workflow I created, it wasn't showing up the right way. So I want to investigate that a little bit more. The goal is to get to day 3 next week. So we've done a lot with Gradio, learned a lot about it, but it's time to get to day 3. But I just want to spend a little bit more time to try to figure out why it was acting weird on my application. But when we do it on the one that comes with the course, it works perfectly fine. So that is the goal. But before we jump into that, let's do a little bit of housekeeping real quick. We are going to be premiering our software explorations concept and overviews today at noon Eastern time. I'm going to be showing you how to download, install, and configure the AWS CLI, which is the gateway drug that allows you to do everything AWS outside of the console. So you can upload files to S3, which we'll probably be doing next week, how to upload a file to S3 through the AWS CLI. And you can pretty much do everything on AWS through the CLI, but we first had to actually install it, configure it, get our keys that we did last week, and we're going to implement those keys today. All right. So looking forward to seeing you there at noon. All of that good stuff. All right. And then tomorrow night, we're going to be going live with our writing our unit test for our port scanner. We built it over the past month or so, and we just wanted to clean it up with writing some tests that is making, like, in case we were to make any updates to it or anybody was to fork it and they make some changes to it, that they can easily run their unit test and make sure everything is still working. So we are going to be focusing on that tomorrow, right? So that is the plan for the next couple of days. We have this show right now. We have software explorations, concept and overviews at noon, and then tomorrow, ethical hacking, port scanning. All right. So that's pretty much everything. Tomorrow, Sunday, we are going to be going live with the Jiu-Jitsu guys on the Half Guard Halfy channel. If you have not subscribed to that, let me see if I can drop a link to that in the chat so that you can go and subscribe over there. And in case you're interested in martial arts, mixed martial arts, Brazilian Jiu-Jitsu, come and check us out over there. All right. And that is about it. Do me a favor. If you are new here, subscribe to the channel. I'm trying to add as much value into your life as possible. If you are not new here, and even if you're new here, do me a favor, like the video and share the video as well. Leave me a comment, interact with me in the chat. I love to get your feedback. I love to engage with you. All right. Also, techwithdrop.dev. You can sign up for free, but I do have a promo code that I am sharing just for the rest of this week, that you can get 30-day access to the Tech with Drop Patreon and see all of the amazing, valuable information that is in there. Let me drop the link for you really quick. Where is that link? It is, move this over here. Let me get that link for you. So I am going to put the YouTube link right here. 30 days access, and I'm going to put the Twitch link right here. And from there, you can direct message me, you can interact with me, all of that good stuff. You can join the Tech with Drop Discord from there. Don't worry, Rod Brown, I got you. I'm going to hit you up after the show. But yeah, so that is everything. Those are all the announcements. Let me get to the chat, and then we will get to work. First and foremost, we have my guy in the building. Wave Nerd says, morning, wealthy people of the future. Good morning to you, Wave Nerd. How are you doing? Hopefully you're doing phenomenal. And we got my guy, Rod Brown, in the building. Rod Brown says, morning, fam. Good morning to you, Rod Brown. Hopefully you are doing phenomenal as well. All right. With that being said, let's jump into the show. We have our first working segment. We're gonna be working on Gradio. Let's go ahead and let's put up a 20-minute timer, and then we'll take like a 1 to 2 minute break, and then we'll wrap up the show doing a little bit more. Right? So let's get to it.
It's time to do.
All right. So let's go over here. And as you can see, I use my content creation workflow every single day. For every video description that I'm putting up, I have so this is for the one for today. Video giving a brief walkthrough of how to download and configure AWS CLI. And that's what I use for my descriptions. So it makes me, I used to have to do this step by step, thinking of a title, and then I have to go and get the description. Then I have to say, all right, give me keywords separated by comma, all in one spot. Everything is taken care of. So it helps me. It saves me so much time. It allows me to go so much faster. However, it would be a little bit cooler if we had this Gradio type UI to it, but we were having some issue with that. So we're going to be looking into that. I'm not exactly sure why that's happening, because if we look at day 2 over here, I would expect it to show the results like over here, but for me it's not happening. So I'm not 100% sure why. When I'm looking at, so if I go to what I did on Monday, I'm looking at this over here, and when it does the result, it spits it out over here, which doesn't make much sense to me. Let's see. So I'm just trying to figure out why that is actually happening. The code. So this is the code from the. This is the code. Let me just copy it again. So let's take this code right here. And when I'm comparing, right? So generate content creation metadata. And this is stream brochure. So if I go ahead and I look at the stream brochure, in here, let's see, stream brochure, it takes in the company name, the URL, the model, and the model goes in here. Something I was wondering though, if it's possible that the stream, I wouldn't think so, but it is possible. Like, does it only, let's go to the top of this when we first started working with Gradio, because does it only work through streaming? Let's see. So here, there's no streaming here. So let's do this real quick. So we have our UI. But there's no, well, yeah, because if it can work without having AI, then it shouldn't matter about the stream. So if we say test and submit, test, right? So it's not, I don't think it's a streaming. Let's see what else. If we go down, so not the dark mode. So message GPT, where is message GPT declared? Let's go up. See, that's not streaming. So, and if we go and we do, and we launch this one, if I put in what year was YouTube created? Oh, that's not the one. All right, so there's this one. So let's say we go, what year was YouTube created? We go here, submit that. See how it doesn't stream the response, right? So it's not streaming the response. So it's not about the streaming of the response. That's the problem. So we look at here. We have, so let's compare text box, interface, stream brochure, inputs, Gradio text box label, okay. Outputs, GR Markdown, label, brochure, flagging mode never, view launch. It looks exactly the same. Let me check at the top of here though. So we have OpenAI. All right, we have all of this. We're loading our libraries. So what I'm looking for is to see if there's anything at the top that is specified for Gradio that we do not have ourselves. So is this the first part they introduced Gradio? What is this from typing import list? So let's see where a list is being used. So only from typing we have list. I might not have that one in mind. All right, so I don't have that one in mind. So what about if we say, I mean, I'm not sure if that's the actual cause of it, but it is definitely something we can give it a try. Let's put that in there. Let's comment that out. Run that again. What is this video about? Let's say this video is about I have a video coming out maybe in about a couple of weeks, and we'll say this video is about tech coach Ralph and Rod Brown from the Nourishing Word debating about QA and if developers should be held accountable for their bad code. That's what the conversation was about, literally. All right. Let's submit. See? It didn't put it there. I was hoping it would put it there, but it didn't. Did I run this one? I don't know if I ran this one over though. Let's see. No, I did. I think I did. Let me copy this just in case. Yeah, I did. Like, it's just not putting it there. I don't know why. Let me see. It's moving it to the bottom. Like outside. All right, let's do a little bit of research. Let's close all this stuff down. So let's say Gradio, what's the name of this software again? Jupyter Labs. Jupyter Notebook places output on new cell. All right, let's see where that's. So when using Gradio Jupyter Notebook, the output of Gradio interface by default is rendered within the same cell where you define the launch interface. However, Gradio offers a feature that might appear as though the output is in a new cell or in a separate location. Embedded interface within the output area. When you create a Gradio interface in a cell and launch it, the resulting interactive element, text box sliders, and outputs are displayed directly within the output area of the same cell. This output is literally a dedicated space below the code cell, but might visually seem separate, particularly if a complex interface with multiple components. I don't know. It looks like it's a new cell. Gradio reload mode. Gradio has a reload mode that allows you to develop and iterate on your Gradio apps more quickly within a notebook. I don't know how to, well, in that case, if you're telling me that, let me see, 87. Oh, I guess it is within the same cell. Is it? Is it? It just looks funny. Yeah. I guess that is within the same cell. But wait, all right, let's try this. Let's try this. Let me see something. So if I go to here and I go here and I submit, does it then show up? I don't know. If I change it to Claude, it's not doing anything. Oh wait, it's here. So I don't know. This is a little weird. Let's see. Wave Nerd says, have you thought of oh my goodness. Have you thought of making it voice audio commands? I have not thought about that because believe it or not, Wave Nerd, believe it or not, I do not like to talk that much. I'm just saying, you might laugh at that. But I don't like to talk that much. One thing I do not like to use at all is voice messaging on like WhatsApp and stuff. People will send me voice messages all the time, and I just respond back with a text because I do not like to use voice messages whatsoever. It's once in a blue moon I will use the voice messages, but nah, I'm not for it. However, for the interview prep app that we've been working on, it is in consideration to make that voice audio to interact with AI to better help prepare for interviews. So that's something we're thinking about. So this added it a few times. I don't know. There goes the Claude. But why is it not? See, that's the thing I don't understand. It's not showing here. Let me inspect this real quick. I'm not seeing an output. Let me try Gradio output not rendering. Let's see. The display appears in my collab cell. When I click generate button, the machine is busy, but the output's nothing on my OpenAI usage does not change. Since it works outside the Gradio interface, how about make prompt model print? You know what? Actually, I thought of something. So if we look at day 2 and they just have to return. Oh, okay. I think I got it actually. I'm just talking though. So if it says return this for this function right here, right? They're not returning any markdown or anything like that. So in ours though, we are doing a bunch of, so watch this. We are using, which I kind of don't want to do this, but I can always undo it, I guess. But if we do generate video keywords, response from AI, return response from AI, response from AI. So you see this right here? This generate content. I think that's what the problem is. Generate content creation metadata. I'm not returning anything. So what I want to do, I want to return the title, the description, and the keywords for the video. So let me see something. Python return multiple values. So we say return separated by comma. I think that might be the issue because I'm not returning anything. So if I say inside of generate content creation metadata, I go with a return title for video, description, keywords. We do that. And then let's do this one. Go here, submit. Let me see. Okay, so we have an error. So the error is attribute object has no expand tabs. Let me take a look at this return again. So example sum equals difference. Did I put, I'm pretty sure I put a comma, right? Let me see. Title. I did. All right, so return title for video. Let's try this. Let me just put, instead of, I'm just going to put the return of the description to see what happens. That way we can test it out real quick. All right, so that rendered. Ah, look at that. I see, says the blind man. Maybe, all right, so maybe I could do maybe I can do it's the little thing. So maybe I can do, let's say we do title for video plus let's try that. Is that going to work? I don't know, but concern. I don't know. We can try it though.
Lunch break. Lunch break.
All right. So we are getting some output, and we're going to try to see if we can get the title and the keywords to jump in there as well. I'm sure there is going to be, I'm sure there's a way we can combine it. Oh, I have an idea. If this doesn't work, I have an idea. And we won't have to make that many changes. All right, cool. So let's go to break real quick, and then when we come back, we'll try to finish this off. Right? Let's see. Anything happening? Nope. Nothing serious. Nothing in the chat. Already addressed. Wave Nerds comment. Remember today at noon we're gonna be premiering how to download, install, and configure the AWS CLI, because that is your gateway to doing all things AWS, interacting with it. A lot of, Wave Nerd, have you ever heard of AWS Code Studio? It's I explored it sometime last year, and it is a generative AI tool for organizations to quickly spin up applications for their internal organization. Not something that you would be selling to the public, but a company can quickly spin up some can quickly spin up like some type of application with database and stuff like that using AWS not Code Studio, App Studio, AWS App Studio. That's the name of it. Let's see. Yes, and then also do me a favor, of course, like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know every time we go live and drop new content. We are and techcoachrap.dev. I'll drop the link again into the chat. So if anybody is interested in getting 30-day access to the Tech Coach Ralph Patreon and the Tech Coach Ralph Discord, you have the ability to do that now. All right, here we go. Let me remove that one. Whatever, it's fine. Let's go to drop that over here. All right, so let's see. Snowflake. Wavener says that Snowflake has the same thing as AWS App Studio. Interesting. Okay, got it. I haven't really used Snowflake much, to be honest with you. Let's zoom out a little bit. All right, so how much time do we have left? We have a good 15. All right, cool. 15 minutes left. Yeah, I haven't really used Snowflake much. I know Snowflake is used a lot for data and stuff like that, but I haven't really explored it. I'm not even sure if my company uses Snowflake. Yeah. Let's see. But yeah, that's about it. Remember, noon today, tomorrow, ethical hacking, continue with our port scanner, all of that good stuff. Looking forward to seeing you there. Wavenerd says, I warn you. What are you warning me about? What are you warning me about? Wavenerd, let me know. I'm curious. All right. Let's go ahead and let's wrap up this last 15 minutes. Let's get to it. Let's do it. All right. So, and what I plan to do for Saturday, going to get rid of all the breaks and the chat messages that we do in the morning, and we're just gonna combine both shows into one, and that'll be released Saturday morning. So for anybody who wasn't able to catch it and they just wanted to get straight to the meat, you can watch this playback of the Monday and Wednesday show all in one video, streamlined, no chat, no fluff, none of that stuff. All right. Let's see. Wavenerd says he warns me that he's going to take me down a wormhole with agents. Wavenerd, let me tell you this, right? Wavenerd, don't threaten me with a good time, all right? Let's get to the money. All right. Let's try this. All right. So so I said let's do the title plus the description and the keywords. I'm not sure if that's gonna work. I'm hoping that's gonna work, but I'm not sure how Gradio is gonna respond to that. So let's try it out. Let's go to let me get another description. Let's go with okay, let's do this. So I'm gonna say live stream. So this is gonna be for tomorrow's show. So you're seeing what I do on a regular basis, right? So live stream for ethical hacking, where we will be writing unit tests for the port scanner application we built in Python. All right, and let's go to submit. Let's see if we get any errors or anything like that. Oh, so it actually worked. However, it just, okay, so let's do. All right, so I'm gonna do a little bit of trickery over here, if you don't mind. I am going to go up here. I'm trying to think, because I could say, oh, let me check something real quick. I have a Python. So Python return multiple outputs, and then we can say Gradio output multiple. All right, let's see. Gradio function with multiple outputs. Let's see. So interface class. Oh, wait. Output text, outputs number. So output 1, output. Oh, so that way we can say, outputs label title, outputs label description, outputs label keywords, right? Let's see. So if I, all right, let me try this one again. Because this failed the first time, but that's probably because I wasn't handling the outputs correctly. Should have just put the Gradio right under it. So I have to keep scrolling. Let's go. Let me just copy this right here. And go back up here. So let's do that. And now let's insert a cell below. And we do Gradio, but we do output title. We're gonna do, then the output for the second one is gonna be description. Output for the third one is going to be keywords. So we do that. And we say DevOps live stream working on DevOps. To have Kubernetes use the Google Cloud Platform configured secrets. Let's see what happens with this one. If we go to submit, what? Do you see that? Did you see how you like them apples? We have our, it doesn't show title as the label, but we have our title, we have our description, and we have our keywords. How you like that? How you like that? So then what I want to do, because I honestly don't need like this whole historical reference of all of these. What I want to do, all right, so Gradio, add copy to output. Add a copy, so add copy to clipboard button and other input types. Copy data is added as a hint argument. Did nobody? All right, so they're talking about this since 2023. I think it'd be very helpful. Creates a text area for users to enter string or display behavior as input. Let's see how to add heading or I have another one. Let's do our description. I don't see a copy button. All right. Copy button. See, and if this isn't possible, right? If this isn't possible, this is the part when using these so text box copy. The copy data is of event data that specifically carries information about .copy event. When the .copy data is added as a hint type to an argument, will automatically be the copy data automatically be passed as a value of the argument. The attributes of this object contains information that the event about the event. It's not really what I want. So, but this is the part, like if there isn't a readily available way to add this is the part where these pre-built tools annoy me. I search for the word copy. And nothing shows up, of course. All right. Anyways, we have this now where we have this right here. So I can easily just copy this, although because there's no copy button, and copy this whole section right here to my description, and I can copy this into my my keywords. So simple as that. And so honestly, I don't believe that I need this outputting under here if I'm able to use Gradio, one little interface, and I just have everything one and done instead of having to go like you see this whole long list of stuff. I don't need all that because I don't need to have a historical reference of all of the meta descriptions, my metadata for my videos. So I might just transition over to just using this little thingy right here, make my life a lot easier, right? But that's it. That is it. I am so happy we figured this out. The reason that we weren't getting the output before was because we weren't returning any type of there was no return type on the function. It was just set to output to print out. All right. So we have resolved that, and I am so excited for that. Alrighty then. So that is it for today. We got that done. So most likely on Monday, we're going to be moving on to day 3 of week 2 as we continue to chug along through our large language model course. I am so happy that I started this course. I'm learning a lot, and I have been able to see the value and how we can integrate with these large language models and make our lives so much easier, how it can help us prepare for interviews, help us with our resumes, help us for just about anything that we're doing. Build your skill set. But if you can simplify some of these things, you definitely want to go for that. All right. But yeah, that's about it. Remember, at noon today, we are premiering we're premiering software exploration concept and overviews. I'm going to be showing you how to download, install, and configure AWS CLI with access keys, picking up from where we left off last week. Next week, we'll be looking into uploading a file to the S3 cloud through the CLI and so forth. Tomorrow night, we're going to be going live with ethical hacking. We're going to be writing unit tests for our port scanner. All right. And yeah, that's about it. Do me a favor. Well, before we head out, let me check that last comment that Wave Nerd said. Wave Nerd says, going to make you wealthy as we are going to build brain systems. That is amazing. Let's get it. And Wave Nerd said, great show. And Wave Nerd says, get to the bag. And Rod Brown said, great show, bro. Rod Brown, you releasing anything today? Just checking. No pressure, Rod Brown. Release something. Anyway, I'm just messing around. Anyways, do me a favor on your way out. Like the video, share the video, subscribe to the channel, hit the notification bell so you know every time we go live and drop new content. I'm wrapping it up. I am wrapping it up, all right? TechCoDrop.dev. Amazing information over there. I'm hoping for tomorrow to upload the first segment of the federal work overview, how to get into it, that that Magnetar shared with us like 2 Saturdays ago, and go from there, right? But I'm out. You guys have a 12:30 p.m. Let's go, Rod Brown. Let's go. All right. I'm out. You guys have a wonderful, wonderful rest of your day. I will see you guys at noon. If not, I'll see you guys tomorrow or whenever we catch up in the future. TechCoDrop with another amazing episode of Coffee and Kata, learning large language models together. Come check us out. TechCoDrop. We are out.
They say I don't live in reality, and dreams I float like a stream. They say I need to grow up, who cares? Life's a wild, crazy thing. Sorry for thinking you can be successful. Magic in the air we breathe. I believe too much in you, girl, more than the things they preach. They say I don't see their ways, never colored inside their lines. But I'm dancing on the edge to my own rhythm, feeling fine. Not everyone is not me, and that's my favorite part. We are wild, untamed, and free, with fire inside our hearts. Whispering tales of dreams on a road less traveled by. Our footsteps light as feathers in the glowing sunset sky. Sorry for thinking you can be successful. Magic in the air we breathe. I believe too much in you, girl, more than the things they preach. I don't see their ways, never colored inside their lines. But I'm dancing on the edge to my own rhythm, fees they preach. They say I don't see their ways, never colored inside their lines. But I'm dancing on the edge to my own rhythm, feelings they preach. Not everyone is not me, and that's my favorite part. We are wild, untamed, and free, with fire inside our hearts. Whispering tales of dreams on a road less traveled by. Our footsteps light as feathers in the glowing sunset sky. everyone is not me, and that's my favorite part. We are wild, untamed, and free, with fire inside our hearts. Whispering tales of dreams on a road less traveled by. Our footsteps light as feathers in the glowing sunset sky. Whispering tales of dreams on a road less traveled by. Our footsteps light as feathers in the glowing sunset sky. Not everyone is not me.